Welcome back. The surprise we have for Season 4 is that John and I will be moving behind the scenes and letting some of our aspiring talent take over. Here is half of our new anchoring team, Shayna Weinstock.
So Shayna, why don't you tell the viewers a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm a sophomore communications major. I'm actually from Dallas, PA. I went to Dallas High School. I have 2 older brothers, and I'm the new host for our show.
And how do you feel about that? Are you excited? Are you nervous?
I'm actually very excited. I joined CougarCast when I was a freshman, and I knew I wanted to be an anchor. I wanted to be the host of the show, but I had to start at reporting. And I knew once I started doing reporting, it was a lot of work. I was always working on my writing, and it was just a whole different aspect as to what I'm getting into now.
Right.
So why did you join CougarCast?
Well, I did the communications camp confidential here the summer of my junior year in high school. And from the moment I got here to the camp and from the day I left, I knew that coming to Misericordia for communications was where I wanted to be.
What was your favorite part about Misericordia? Like, was it the what part of the communications program? They showed you everything, right? So what was your favorite?
Yes, we learned all aspects of it. We did some television writing, we did newspaper writing, we did radio. We learned how to anchor and talk as the host. So I would say my favorite part was probably making our own segment and presenting it to our group. So obviously I enjoyed the anchoring aspect.
Now, we all know you've been a reporter for the show. Do you really feel like you're ready to step up to the anchor position? You feel like you're going to be taking a lot more responsibility?
Well, you know, I think the responsibility level is, there's a big difference. Reporting, it's a lot of hands-on and interacting with one another. I think there's going to be less of a responsibility with anchoring because there's not as much interaction with people and reporting and writing and coming up with the stories and that sort of thing.
Overall, do you want to be an anchor or do you want to be a reporter? Because now everyone knows you have to start out small before you get here. You have to start writing and everything else. What do you feel?
To be honest, I like both. Now that I was chosen to be the host, I kind of miss reporting and doing all of that, but I hope that I can eventually do both, so I'm looking forward to it.
Well, what is your ultimate goal? Tell us a little bit about what you want to do after college. Now, you're just going to stick with anchoring and reporting. Where do you see yourself?
That's a tough question. I do like broadcast journalism. However, I've been doing theater for quite some time now. I plan on doing both, so I guess just got to see where time takes me.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm excited that you're here.
Me too.
Well, Shayna, if you're going to be taking over, why don't you finish the rest of the show off? Take it away.
On this segment of We Are MU, CougarCast Michelle Drago hangs out with Scott Woolnough, our new tutor coordinator.
Hi, I'm Michelle Drago with We Are MU, and I'm here today at the Student Success Center to interview Scott Woolnough, the tutorial coordinator, and just find out a little bit more about him. So, Scott, how long have you been at Misericordia so far?
I've been here since October of last year, and hope to be the tutorial coordinator for a long time to come.
Okay, and what do you like about Misericordia so far?
One thing I noticed about Misericordia the moment I stepped on campus is that everybody is always in a good mood and no one's ever having a bad day. I mean, when you go through campus, everyone's smiling and they say hi to you in the hallways. And never before have I been in a workplace where, I mean, to a person, everybody's a pleasure to be around. And that's what I like about Misericordia.
Where have you worked before Misericordia?
I was in the military right out of high school, and I fought in Desert Storm. Yeah, that was a long time ago. And from there, when I left the military in '93, I was a child actor, and we were before that. And then I wanted to pursue an acting career in New York City, and so I moved to New York City, and lived there until about a year ago. Actually, I moved directly there from in May.
And where are you originally from?
Originally from Alabama. I'm a Southern boy. I was raised in Huntsville, Alabama, and I lived my entire life in the Huntsville area until I joined the military. And so That's where I probably, you probably hear every once in a while a little southern twang come out of me, but not often.
And you said teaching is your passion?
Ever since I discovered teaching, and just seeing what Sonia Nieto called the light in their eyes, and just seeing, when you explain something to someone and you all of a sudden you see them get it and they see them understand, there's no better feeling than that.
Okay, and what are your hobbies outside of Misericordia?
What used to be my job is now my hobby, which means now that I'm no longer doing it for money, I get to do it for fun, and that's theater. I try to get involved into the local theater productions as much as I can. Like I said, I haven't been here that long, and so I'm just now, getting myself known in the local scene. I just finished up a production last summer, playing Beetle in Sweeney Todd in Stroudsburg. But so I'm starting to get my name out there in the local community theater scene, and that's fine for me. I love to sing, I love to dance, and so I do those things as much as I can in the local scene.
Do you plan to stay in acting for a long time?
I hopefully can do it as long as my body will let me. But like I said, I never want to do it. I don't want to do it for a living anymore because, once I made my hobby my job, it became difficult. It became, work, and that's not the case with teaching. Teaching is when I come here every day. I love what I do and I love how I do it, and I would not want to go back to the theatrical lifestyle because that lifestyle is too difficult.
And what is one random fact about you?
One random fact?
Yes.
I'm probably the biggest Jet fan in northeastern Pennsylvania. And while I'm very, very sorry that they lost the AFC Championship game, it was a good run, and the team had a very, very good run this season, and brought a lot of joy to their fans who've had a lot of hardship over the past few years.
So you've been a Jets fan forever?
I've been a Jets fan since Joe Namath was playing the game. So yeah, pretty much forever.
Well, everyone has their one inner geekdom. What would yours be?
Video games.
Video games?
I'm an Xbox fanatic. I'm on Xbox. Gamertag Sunset. Look me up. I spend a lot of time on Xbox, but much to my wife's chagrin. I'm getting my 2-year-old son already starts to play Halo, and that's my inner geek.
Thank you very much, Scott, for letting us interview you.
Thank you, Michelle. It's been my pleasure.
I'm Michelle Drago with We Are MU. See you next week.
Coming up next, Christina finds out what organic food really tastes like.